So if you're still following my 1978 Super Beetle Champagne Edition restoration, I must say my doors are in pretty good shape, except the bottom part is very rusted. So we're going to have to cut out the bottom part of all the metal and cancer and fabricate our own lower part of the door. This is my first time ever doing that, so bear with me, and I'm always open for comments and tips. So after I strip down the bottom of the doors, we can see that the bottom metal, it's very cancerous, has holes through it, and definitely needs to be reshaped. The upper parts and sides and front of the door are salvageable and in very good shape, so we'll start the disassembly. So we'll start the disassembly, taking good pictures of everything because we have to save what we can. As I said in other videos, I believe in saving as much as the original equipment as possible and reusing it. And as I said earlier, much of the other parts of the door, the top, side, front, and back, are totally salvageable. It's just really the bottom that's rusted out. So here we see the bottom of the door is all cancerous after my strip down, and I'm just roughly measuring it to come up with a strategy on how to replace it. But overall, I'll cut metal strips out to match this size. We'll then use our cutoff wheel, grinding wheel, to cut out all the cancer and rebuild it through tack welding, maybe some lead-free soldering. Next, we take the cutoff wheel and cut out the metal pieces that we need that'll size appropriately. In this case, I didn't have one continuous piece of metal, so I had to cut two pieces of metal, tack weld down the middle, grind it out to make the pieces I need. So I had a custom fab, cut this out nice and clean. I rust treated it, rust preventative sprayed it. Cut this piece out, welded it on, and now I'm going to tack weld. I carefully clamped in the metal pieces where I want them to be tack welded so that they're firmly secured. So next, I took the metal plates and tack welded it to the door in about 2 to 3 inch segments so that it doesn't warp the metal as I'm tack welding. I'm not the best tack welder, so you'll see large welds, but just slowly take your time and tack weld in. A couple steps from now, we'll grind down the tack welds nice and smooth. I also did some lead-free soldering, sanded that down, and then Bondo for the final touches. Here you can see the final touches, but add some more Bondo and keep sanding and repeat this process for the finish you're looking for. Here you see a more detailed shot after I had the bottom of the doors welded together, grinded, sanded, and lead-free soldered in, and regrounded the upper lip. The way I achieved the upper lip is taking a square steel bar and cutting it out to make a 90-degree lip, and further cutting it on the angles I want, then tack welding it together. After some more sanding, bondoing, sanding, and priming, I started to paint the doors, and they came out quite nice. After quite a bit of bondoing on the door, sanding, and filler, the doors came out quite nice. You can see the next base coat of primer. Please click the like button and subscribe to my channel.